Hello everyone. What I want to do today is show you the First Social Sweepstakes app, and I'm going to show you that right now to start with what the user will see when they first come to the app. Now the first thing everybody's going to notice is this large graphic. It's 810 pixels wide. It can be as long as you want, and that graphic should be the capture graphic. It should display information about the sweepstakes and want to entice people to click on the submission button. Below that, you have the entry button that the user will click. Now, if they click that, they're given the option to share it, and if they do share it, that takes them directly to the entry and they enter. And in order to comply with Facebook's terms of service, we also have the option for them to skip the share process. We're not allowed to force them to share in order to enter. You're also going to see that we have a sweepstakes end date on here. Now this is optional. You don't have to have an end date, and if you do have one, you don't have to have it display. For this demo, we have it showing. And last, underneath that, we have the terms of service and rules of the sweepstakes. Again, we have this to comply with Facebook's terms of service. We have to show this. Like all of the First Social apps, the sweepstakes app is managed from right within the Fanpage. On the very top, you're going to see this app admin. This only displays for admins of the Fanpage. Anyone that's not an admin of the Fanpage is not going to see this. So in order to get to the back end for this particular app, you go ahead and click on the app admin button up top, and this will take you to the management section where you can edit the app settings and view your entries. If you're an elite member of First Social, you're going to go ahead and be able to change this logo up top so you can brand the app to your company, so that way nobody needs to know that you're using a First Social app. If you're not an elite member, then the First Social logo will show up top in the header there. The basic settings for the app include the like gating, which you can turn on and off, the share box settings. You can enter your custom share box title, text, and you can upload a custom share box graphic if you choose. You can name the app. Now this is only for your reference. It's just to make it easier for you to remember what this particular app was for when you're in your main dashboard on our website. You can also select the end date for the sweepstakes and enter your rules. And again, if you want to, you're more than welcome to use our stock rules and terms of service, or you can enter your own. If you use Aweber, what you can do here on this last option is enter your Aweber list ID. And then what will happen is anytime somebody signs up for your sweepstakes, we will email Aweber their email address, and their address will automatically be entered into your list. If you don't use Aweber, that's fine. You can always download a CSV of all the people's emails that entered and just upload them to your MailChimp or your autoresponder or whatever else you use that way. On the sweepstakes tab, that's where you set the graphic that we saw in the very beginning. You can decide what happens when a customer enters at your sweepstakes. You can upload a thank you graphic and display that for them, and of course you can link that. Or you can just redirect them straight to your website or wherever else you want. If you like, you can have a YouTube video. Just enter the video URL in here. On this option here, what you do is you enter an email address, and every time somebody signs up for your sweepstakes, we will email you a notification letting you know that somebody signed up. The option right below that is the from address that email should be sent from. The reason we have this is if you're an elite member and you're trying to not let anybody know that you use First Social, you're going to need to put your email address in there, and that way the notification emails look like they came from you and not from us. The last thing we have on this area is your button settings. This button is fully customizable. You can change the background color of the button, you can change the font color, and you can change the text. And as you see, the preview is live, so that way you can see exactly what it's going to look like. Once you have everything filled out, you're going to go to the layout area. The layout area is where you position all the elements of your sweepstakes. You can see everything that we've entered here, our graphic, our button, and our end date. The cool thing about the layout area is you're not stuck with this static layout. You can position everything the way you want. It's very easy. It's just drag and drop. So for example, if you wanted your button up top, we'll just move the graphic down, grab the button, and move it on top. Now this is actually changing in live real time. So as we move it, it's updating our app. So let's say we want our countdown up top as well. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and grab the countdown. We'll move this up top and position it. You can see it's a little big. It doesn't really fit in there unless we move the graphic down real far. So what we go ahead and do is move this slider and we can adjust the size of it so we can position it better. The video is exactly the same way. If you entered a YouTube video under the Sweepstakes section right here, you'll be able to position the video as you want, and you'll also be able to adjust its width and height as you want. If you decide that you don't want to display this countdown, but you want to have an end date, but all you got to do is go right here and select a background color that matches, and then it disappears on you. All the first social apps have hit tracking. Now there's nothing to show here because this is a new app, we haven't used it yet, but this will show the hits, the redemptions, and the average in real time going back 7 days. You can download this. If you download it, what this actually downloads is a CSV file with the email addresses of all the people that have signed up for your sweepstakes, or you can reset it at any time as well. If you click the View Entries link, you're going to end up on this page here. This will show you a drop down with all the people that have entered, and it's going to have two options. It's going to let you select a winner from the drop down, so you'd be able to click the drop down and specifically select a winner yourself, or it'll let you select a random winner. Once your winner is selected, you can go ahead and click on this button, and that'll let you email them. You can select enter your custom subject and also an address where the email came from. Now this email text box is full WYSIWYG. It's what you see is what you get, and it actually allows you to enter HTML so you can put in a really nice email instead of just a generic text one. So that's a quick look at the first social sweepstakes app, and of course with your membership you get this app and all the other ones for one price and no monthly fee.